Alright guys, so this is going to be a different kind of video from what I normally do on my channel. The purpose of this video is to give a review on Sprizzy. It's an advertising company that promotes itself specifically on YouTube. What they try to do is they say that they have a specific algorithm that is very effective in trying to find the audience that fits the type of videos that you guys would be making. If you're new to the channel, then I tend to make gaming videos. So this may or may not apply to you given those circumstances, but I mean, if you're a gaming YouTuber and you're still trying to get partnered or you're still trying to grow your brand, this might be the right kind of video review for you, because you're probably wondering how you're supposed to get your name out there. If you look at it right here, there's a whole bunch of reviews on it already, but from what I can see, none of them are like gaming-centric channels. We got a tech channel right here. This one's a very popular ad that Sprizzy tends to use. So me, where I am at my level, I am a little over 400 subscribers, so I wanted to do something to get my name out there a little bit more. I decided to do 2 different ad campaigns before I wanted to make you guys a video review, so then I could give a very fair and unbiased view of what I think about Sprizzy and whether I think it's worth you guys' hard-earned money. So I'm going to break it down into 4 different categories. So effectiveness, affordability, customer service, and usability. Okay, so effectiveness is pretty straightforward. Whether I think my campaign is effective, whether I think the service is effective, and whether I think you can continue to use it to grow your brand. Affordability, also pretty straightforward. If I think it's overpriced for what they offer you, then I'm going to point that out in the video, but spoilers, I think it's fairly affordable. I don't think it's an extraordinary amount of money, so I wouldn't personally say that it's a bad value, but I'll get more into that as we continue to go on. Customer service. Sprizzy, you didn't do a good job. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Sprizzy, you did a horrible job in customer service. So if any of you guys are watching this, which I've noticed, and kudos to you guys for this, you guys will actually go to the Sprizzy reviews that you see on YouTube, like the ones I was showing you guys. Some of them actually have comments. Like on this guy's video, Luca in Dubai, this guy actually has a comment from Sprizzy, and they're trying to respond and give feedback on why Sprizzy themselves feel like his campaign was not successful to the degree that Luca wanted it to be. So kudos to that, but that still does not excuse the customer service that I received. I try to be fair, and I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt, but the kind of customer service I received is kind of inexcusable, and I was very, very disappointed. So Brendan, I think you're the CEO. You really need to up your game here, because man, I was very disappointed in your service, and this is probably why I will not be recommending you guys. Usability. Usability is the really, really subjective one. So you guys know there's like 10 gajillion different YouTube channels. There's travel channels, gaming channels, cooking channels, tech channels, beauty channels. There's just reviewing random products and toys channels. There's a million different kind of channels. Given that mine is a gaming channel, your mileage may completely vary on how effective your campaign is. Though again, affordability, that's not going to change. Customer service, that's not going to change, which is why I think this video would be useful no matter what kind of channel you are. And if you guys like the video and appreciate me putting the effort into this video, I think I'm kind of putting in a lot of effort, you guys should totally subscribe. But I'm going to start off now. Okay, so first and foremost, I did 2 different campaigns, like I said. One of them is an anniversary video for my channel, so my 2-year anniversary. So my channel is, I'd say, 2 years into the making. 2 years, and this is the level I'm at. 414 subscribers. I mainly do Twitch, but I like to do YouTube as well, because, you know, if you're gonna do streaming, you should probably have a second backup thing. If you're a streamer, you probably know this. And then the second video I have, I'm tailor-made, well, no, my editor, I love you, Horse, you're watching this video, you're editing this video, he tailor-made this video for me for this specific ad campaign I was doing. This is my second ad campaign with Sprizzy. And I'm going to get into the nitty-gritty of the details of how successful the campaign was right now. So this one right here is my ad, and then this right here is my original campaign that I made with Sprizzy. So let's start off with this one, because this was my first one. And this is where Sprizzy, you guys can give me a lot of feedback on how I could have improved my campaign, if you guys are actually going to go ahead and leave me a comment. So on this one, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, this was our 2-year anniversary, and I wanted to get the greatest hits that we had so far 2 years into the making of our YouTube channel. So this was not tailor-made to be an ad. So it's not fair for me to say this is why this campaign was not as successful as I want it to be, because this wasn't a tailor-made video for a campaign. But even given those circumstances, I feel like you at Sprizzy could have given me some feedback on what I could have done, or if you guys feel like this isn't a good video for what I'm trying to do here. This is where you guys could give me some feedback. I mean, at the end of the day, you guys are the marketers. I'm just the client. Please tell me if there's anything I can do to make you guys' job easier. It's not about the money. It's about how effective we can make this campaign for myself. So let's go into the analytics real quick, you guys. Okay. So at the very, very start, this was my this is where the stats were for my channel. I had 116 views and I had 339 subscribers. And this was my likes, 10, and I had 0 dislikes at the time. And I had 8 comments. So right when the campaign was set to begin, I got the campaign approved on November 19th, 2019. Okay? So my intent with this first campaign was specifically to target Thanksgiving break, because my target demographic in my mind is probably going to be teens to young adults, probably 13 and up to under 30. That age range is likely the people who would respond the best to my type of content, because it's gaming content. So my target was for Thanksgiving, and it was approved on the 19th. So then we have to go back and see when the campaign actually began, because if you've not done a Sprizzy campaign before, what you need to know is first Sprizzy needs to approve your campaign, and then Google Ads needs to approve your campaign. So it's a double approval process, and Sprizzy could take a couple of days, and then Google Ads could take a couple of days. So if you're wanting your campaign to begin in like 3 days from when you submit your campaign for approval, it might not actually happen. So don't submit it unless you're absolutely sure that you can sponge a couple of days and your campaign can begin a little bit late. And this is specifically why I'm going to be marking you down a couple of points in customer service, Sprizzy. But we're going to get to that point in a little bit. Google took a couple of days for my campaign to actually be approved. It was approved by Sprizzy on the 19th, and then it was approved by Google on the 22nd. So this is when it actually started, on the 22nd, okay? It wasn't generating anything from YouTube views. My video was getting YouTube views from my own subscribers. So on the 22nd, this is when the campaign actually began. The video only generated 9 views for YouTube and 100 views for Sprizzy. I put in, I'd say, I think $100 because I wanted the additional $10 bonus. You'd get a couple more, you get, I think, 1,000 more views. So yeah, I wanted to put in a little, I wanted to put in $100 and get the bonus. So that would total out to 3,200 views, or up to 4,000, I think was the range. So it generated 10 views from people that would see the video, click through and look at my other videos, and 100 views from the campaign. It's not bad for the starting day. The way the campaign works is they have a learning audience phase right at the start, right? So they're learning my audience and I get 100 views, right? Next day, I go ahead and get 654 views. So clearly they're understanding what the audience is. And then I get 672 YouTube views. So that's pretty good right there. I think that's pretty decent for, I mean, the money and I guess ease of use. And I actually even picked up 2 subscribers. So even better. The goal of my campaign, if anyone's curious, was subscribers. They ask you if you want likes, if you want clicks, if you want just if you want subscribers. There's a couple different things that you can target. So again, that's pretty good. I like that. I got 5 additional likes and then 3 dislikes. And this is where things started tapering off pretty badly. The next day, I only got 37 views from Sprizzy, which, I mean, I'm not trying to like split hairs and like be that guy, Sprizzy, but this one was on Saturday. This one was on Sunday. Wouldn't you logically want to promote it more on the weekend rather than the weekday? And the click-through views of 108. That's nice. That's not a bad thing. But this subscriber right here, guys, I didn't get that through Sprizzy. I got that through myself because I was streaming on Twitch. And naturally, I'm going to promote my content when I'm live, right? So that subscriber I got from Twitch. So this is where we start falling down the rabbit hole. Next day, we get 90 and we get 58. I ended up losing a subscriber this day. That's probably my own fault, but we're not generating any subscribers this day. Next day, you guys did a lot better. You promoted it a lot more, and then I got a lot more click-throughs. It's not a problem that I'm not getting subscribers, or even if I'm losing subscribers. It's a matter of letting me know, hey, we're having trouble finding your audience. We're considering tweaking it in this way, or we're considering, or have you considered using a different video? You guys need to give me direct feedback on this because I'm here to work with you, and I'm pretty sure that goes with literally any other person that you take as a client. There's not one person that's going to pay you and sit there and not care about the results at all. If you actively give me feedback, I can actively help you make this campaign more effective for me, and then I'd be willing to give you more money. It's a win-win situation. This is where you guys need to give customers feedback. This is why I think your customer service really needs work. Next day, 477, and I get a lot of click-throughs. I even got a bunch of likes, so that's really good. And then the next day, we even got some more subscribers. Friday, these subscribers were me. Saturday, these subscribers were me. Sunday, these subscribers were me. I was live every single one of those days on Twitch. And we started tapering off massively. This is where, on this campaign, I start to get very worried because we're getting fewer and fewer views, and there's very little response I'm getting on any of this. I would logically be getting at least some likes or some comments if we're actually hitting our target audience, right? There would be some sort of feedback that we're getting. On the 23rd, I have a couple questions for you. First and foremost, it doesn't look like the campaign status has changed from live to learning audience. I was very concerned because in your step-by-step explanation, it says the initial 24 hours, it's supposed to be the learning audience phase, and it was not specified as learning audience. So I was very confused as to why we weren't getting a strong response from any of the people that were viewing the ad. And on top of that, it didn't say learning audience like it was supposed to. You guys need to make sure that you keep us all in the loop. If I'm putting money into you guys as a promotional tool, I want to say, I want like minute-to-minute updates. That might not be financially feasible, and that's fine, but you guys got to give me something. You guys can't like just keep promoting and promoting and promoting, and I'm getting zero feedback, and then eventually the campaign just ends, and then that's it. Like, you guys got to give me some feedback here. This is why I really need you guys to work harder in your customer service department. Again, this is probably what I'm not going to be recommending you guys. So I said, I want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. If I'm looking at the menu incorrectly, feel free to correct me. I would just like to optimize my discovery as much as possible. So I was making active attempts to reach out to you guys to try to help you help me. As possible. During this time slot, we should have a substantial amount of potential viewers for Thanksgiving break, and I don't want to miss this opportunity. Again, my target demographic logically would be on Thanksgiving break at that time. You'd either be at a high school, or you'd be at a college, or you'd maybe get some time off from work. Target demographic right there. Probably most of them would be off around Thanksgiving break. So I shot this email out on the 23rd, the additional questions one. I got a response back on the 25th, so 2 days later. Hello, we apologize for the delay here. Your video campaign is now live and generating views. You can view the engagement on this video by clicking on the reports tab at the top of your Sprizzy homepage. So it took you guys 2 days to respond to me, which is reasonable. I can't mark you. I'm not going to be too critical because I'm going to go ahead and assume that you guys are a fairly small company, so it's hard for you guys to get to all the customer inquiries. But I had to reach out to you guys about my campaign not generating any views. That's not a good thing, you guys. That's really not a good thing. I shouldn't have to tell you guys, hey, the thing that I paid for isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing. That's bad. Towards the end of Thanksgiving, we were generating very, very, very few video plays. So I got pretty frustrated by the slow response and the lack of effectiveness of the campaign. So on the 27th, I shot out another email saying, "Hello, Brandon," which I'm talking to you directly right now, Brandon. "It doesn't look like this campaign has been successful. Is there any way I can refund my remaining balance? Thank you for your time." So I shot this email out on the 27th. You guys got back to me on the 28th. "We've paused this video campaign before we can proceed with a refund. Would you be able to share the reason you're ending this campaign? Perhaps we can assist you in making some changes to improve your campaign." On the 27th, we were not getting any of the subscribers that I was trying to get, and there was a lot of radio silence. So I got concerned. So I wanted to end the campaign. We were already at Thanksgiving, so I wanted to end the campaign. So I ended up refunding my money, and I let it sit in the Sprizzy account because I took the blame onto myself, and I should, because you know what? I still made the video. Maybe that video wasn't the right sort of video for what I'm trying to accomplish here. So I told myself what I'm going to do next is I'm going to make another video, a 40-second long ad that we're going to use as a promotional tool. But this time I'm going to target Christmas. Given that I wanted to target Christmas, this is where all my problems started with you guys. And this is where I was just like, man, I don't want to give you guys any more of my money. So far on the first campaign, I say the effectiveness has been about a 2. I got very few subscribers through my Sprizzy campaign, and the vast majority of them I got through was my Twitch channel. So far, not looking so good. But you know what? That's okay. So this is where a lot of my problems started. So my campaign was approved on December 19th for my 40-second long ad, right? It took a couple of days for Google Ads to approve it. It says, "Hello, this email is to notify you that we're still waiting for Google Ads to review your video to start your promo. While most reviews only take 24 hours, it can sometimes take up to 48 hours depending on the video's content or due to the number of videos in Google Ads video review queue." This is out of you guys' hands. Of course, I can't blame you guys for it because this is not your company's, you guys don't own Google Ads. You guys just work with Google Ads. So I can't blame you for them taking a while to approve my campaign. So I'm not going to mark you down on this one. Second update. I received another email on the 21st. "Hello, this is a notice to alert you that Google Ads has not yet approved your video. We are actively following up with Google Ads and appealing any disapproval, if necessary. If you do not receive an approved update within the next 24 hours, we recommend ending this campaign and using the funds for a new video. You may end a campaign at any time by clicking on the trash can icon." So I responded on the 24th. "My campaign has been active for 3 days now. It's only generated 27 views. Yesterday we had 0 views generated. Is everything okay? Because we really want this campaign to happen around Christmas time and New Year's. That's specifically why we did it." So by the 24th, we'd only generated 27 video views. And mind you, this is prime time right here. This is where I need the entire thing to take place. So on the 24th, I shot out that email letting you guys know that I've only generated a few ones. And this is, I know you guys are a business and you're trying to generate leads, but I honestly think that this is kind of inexcusable. I shot out the email asking essentially why the campaign isn't actually generating views. The next email that I get from Sprizzy, I know you guys are a business, but this is kind of inexcusable. The next email I got from Sprizzy was about how I can do monetization strategies from Sprizzy. This is probably an automated email, but come on now, I'm reaching out to you guys on why the money I gave you isn't generating the views that I paid for. And the next thing you guys are sending me is more campaigns to start. Click here to build an audience. Okay, Sprizzy, come on. Come on, this is kind of funny at this point. The response I finally end up getting is on the 25th. Hello, we apologize for the delay here. We've made some changes to this campaign and it should start to deliver shortly. Please note that we are in the middle of holiday season. There might be a slight delay with your promotion. Now, Sprizzy, this is my major problem with you guys. This is the problem. I want my campaign to take place during Christmas and New Year's. If you guys are closed for business, that is absolutely no problem at all. You guys are a business and you guys have families, you guys have kids, you guys have other things to do outside of your job. I don't expect you guys to take the money and like still go into work. I totally get it. That is not a problem in the slightest. I'm not going to get mad at you guys for not working during the holidays. But if I want my campaign to take place during the holidays and you guys are closed during the holidays, you guys could tell me, hey, we're going to be closed, so your campaign is a moot point. There's no point in doing your campaign right now because we're closed. I wouldn't have done the campaign and I wouldn't have sat there wondering why I'm not generating any views. If you guys are closed, not a problem in the slightest. I am not bothered by that in the slightest. You guys have families, you guys have kids, you guys have other things going on. Not a problem. But tell me, Sprizzy, just tell me. We can't do it during this time. Pick another time and we'll be happy to promote your video. Just give me some feedback, you guys. I wouldn't have promoted during this time and I wouldn't have gone to the trouble of waiting until it got approved, putting in the money, making this ad right now, right here in the first place. Or I could have just used another company that does promote during the holidays. That's what really bothered me, Sprizzy. That's what really, really bothered me, Sprizzy. So, not generating any video views right here. 28, 27, nothing. And this is prime time right here. That's okay. If you told me it would be okay. Then January 1st, New Year's comes around. 679 views. And then I get 1 subscriber off of that. Day after New Year's. Now I'm getting a whole bunch of views. And I'm actually getting a whole bunch of subscribers. Then you guys scramble to finish my campaign Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You guys scramble to finish my campaign after the time that I wanted to promote it in the first place. By this point in time, Sprizzy, I was already mentally like done. I wanted to let you guys play it out just so I could see, in all fairness, how effective my campaign was. That's why I didn't ask for a refund at that point in time. I was letting you guys just play it out because I wanted to see how effective you guys are, just so I could give you guys a totally unbiased view of what I thought about you guys' service. This is now a week after when my campaign was supposed to take place. Mind you, this is the whole reason that I paid you guys. As you can see, bunch of views, same comments from my normal subscribers and fans, just a couple dislikes on this one, and a bunch of dislikes on this one, and these same comments are just from my standard fans. Needless to say, very ineffective campaign. This is why I would give you guys an effectiveness of 2. The campaign didn't generate a bunch of subscribers. It didn't generate even 1 comment. It got me a couple of likes, but it got me more dislikes than I've ever gotten ever. And dislikes come with exposure. So it's not fair for me to mark you down for me getting dislikes. That's not the problem. But 0 comments, I'd say my campaigns net me about 10 subscribers from you guys. Not very effective campaign. It's fair to say that it didn't pay that much money. I don't know what the other clients of yours consider a fair amount of money, but I'd say for the amount of views that I got, this one got 3,300, this one got 2,800. I'd say around 6,100. I paid around $210 for 6,100 views. I'm not sure if you guys think that that's a good value for the amount of money that I paid, but in my mind, for the exposure that you guys gave me and the effort that you guys put into, I assume, promoting it to the right people, I'd give you guys a 4. This is just my opinion. I think that you guys have an affordable service, and I think the amount of views that you guys give me for the amount of money that I spent is totally reasonable. These metrics are out of 5. Customer service. Sprizzy, I've pretty much kind of tore you guys up. Customer service, this level was pretty inexcusable. 2 out of 5. I would have given you guys a 1 out of 5, but you guys at least responded to me. You guys at least put in that effort. But man, that is just some poor customer service. And Brandon, if you're watching this, you need to grab your entire company by the horns and make sure that whoever becomes your client in the future, they get much better customer service than me. Man, because there zero communication, zero effort in telling me, hey, this is what's going wrong in your campaign. Not giving me even the slightest notice that, hey, we are not going to be working during this time, so you might want to like come back with your campaign at another time. That is, I don't want to give you guys a 1 out of 5 because I want to give you guys credit for at least responding to me, but that is bad. Finally, usability. For anyone watching this video, this is the most subjective part of the entire experience. If you're a beauty channel, you might have much better results than me. If you're a cooking channel, again, much better results than me. If you're a tech channel, this seems to be a very successful campaign. I think he net himself 300 subscribers. But if I'm remembering correctly, this guy was asking for subscribers as a drawing to win a Nintendo Switch console. And I think you needed to comment. If I'm remembering incorrectly, please correct me, because I don't want to like make his campaign seem unsuccessful in any way. I want to be as fair as possible. But if I remember correctly, that was the point of his campaign, to give away a Nintendo Switch. If you're going to be offering me a Switch, if I like, comment, and subscribe, I would be much more inclined to subscribe. And I think any person watching this video would agree. If you're actually offering me something for free, other than just content, in order for me to subscribe, I'd be much more inclined to subscribe at that point. That might explain why his campaign was so successful. But again, please correct me if that was not the case with his campaign. I do not want to throw shade at this guy, okay? But for my experience, I don't think that gaming channels are effectively promoted using Sprizzy service. I just don't. They ask you to put channels that are the closest in relevance to the type of content that you put out. So if anyone's curious which ones I picked, I put Markiplier, Tear of Grace, and PewDiePie. Sprizzy wants 3 YouTube channels that are the closest in content style to your own content style. So I put Markiplier, Tear of Grace, which, by the way, I love Markiplier and Tear of Grace. You guys should subscribe to them if you're subscribed to me, because I mean, Markiplier is a cool dude. He's genuine. I like the guy. Tear of Grace, he's awesome. He's got hilarious content. PewDiePie, don't really watch his content, but Sprizzy wanted a channel that is in at least the same style, and I guess gaming content-wise, PewDiePie would fall under that umbrella, so I put PewDiePie. Based on me being a gaming channel and how effective it's been, I would put usability at a solid 1 out of 5. I'm sorry, Sprizzy, I'm sorry. But again, this is purely subjective. If you're a beauty channel, you could very well get a solid 5 out of 5. You might be able to give it a 10 out of 5. Like, I don't know. I'm just talking purely as the type of content that I put out on my channel. That's what I would give it for usability, because it's not really grown my subscriber base. I've not really gotten a lot of comments or feedback other than likes and dislikes. So that's what I'd give it for usability. And with these scores combined, a 9 out of 10. That's what I give Sprizzy, based on the experience that I had. Would I recommend it? Obviously, no. You might have a better experience if you're a different type of YouTube channel. If you want to try Sprizzy out, even given what I gave it, I mean, it's your money, pal. It's very affordable, and they might be much better suited for you. But even if you are willing to overlook my usability score, in my affordability score, that does not excuse the poor customer service. And this is where I think that it's inexcusable, and I would not recommend Sprizzy at all. But, you know, Sprizzy, I'm assuming you're a very young company. I think that you can go ahead and improve your customer service. This is something that can be fixed. Effectiveness can be fixed. Affordability is already there. And usability, I guess, can be improved over time based on algorithms or whatever like marketing managers you guys use. These are things that can be improved, Sprizzy. I'm not gonna write you off as a company, but I wanted to give you guys some feedback because everyone needs feedback. Hell, I probably need feedback on this video because I screwed it up like 50 times at this point. But you know, that's what I give you guys so far, a 45. Will I be using your service again? No. I'm probably going to be looking for a different service. But that does not mean that someone else might not find a lot of use out of your service. And I guess that's all I got to say about that. So guys, if you appreciate me putting in all this effort into like breaking it down into numerical values and showing you guys my analytics and this and then that and then this and then that, well then I would appreciate if you guys would subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're a gaming channel or you like gaming content, you might like it. If you like reviews, then I'm not really a review channel. If you like the review and you appreciate the work I put into it, then go ahead and subscribe. I will love you forever. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. That was the point of the Sprizzy campaign. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye. You guys have a good day.